RenderForce.com.
Alright, so everyone sees it. Alright. We will go on and pop back on over to Oz. You're on the
Ninja,
bus?
yeah. I'm riding the bus.
Yes. And then, as you get on the bus, there are some interesting people around. There's a pretty fuzzy guy in the back. He's a larger guy, and he's like picking on some kid up in the seat in front of him, kind of sort of like tossing shit at his head. And in the middle, there are a bunch of people with baseballs and footballs and all that sort of stuff. It's definitely the jocks and whatnot. Off to the right, there's some very pale redheaded lady, and she's just kind of sort of leaning back in the seat, looking out the window and covering herself up in her black clothing as much as possible. And the bus driver hurries you along to tell you to sit down.
You know those kids that would like put their hands on the seats and then kind of carry themselves upward?
Yes.
Yeah, he's doing that as he goes over to where the bullying guy is, like the kid that's getting bullied, and he sits next to him and he puts his arm around him. He's like, "Hey, buddy, how are you doing today?" And when I do that, I kind of flex my arm and I look over at the guy that's bullying him and kind of just give him a look.
Yeah, he gives you a little bit of a sharp sneer back, but he leans back a little bit and starts to relax a little. No longer leaning over.
You got it. I pat him on the shoulder. And
All right, the kid beside you makes a little huff and he's like, thank you. What's your name?"
Oh, Tony.
"Nice to meet you. I'm Kelvin."
Wait, Kelvin, not Kevin.
No, yeah, Kelvin.
All right, I'll call you Tinkles for short. No, I'm joking, man. Kelvin, nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, so, I haven't seen you. Do you not usually ride this bus?
I usually walk, but I'm just tired, this morning because they always make us get up so early, So just I'm just trying to relax,
Yeah, I get you. Odd way to relax, though. Getting in front of that guy.
I think that guy knows better.
Well, thank you anyway.
Yep.
He says before looking back down at his books and curling up a little bit.
I'll kind of maybe peek at his books while I'm putting on my headphones. Earbuds.
You see that they're just his, normal science books. He's just studying.
All right.
And writing down a little bit.
Gotcha.
All right. Anything else piquing your interest in the bus that I described earlier?
I look over at the girl with the red hair covering up.
All right, she's just seeming like really like not wanting to respond to anything. She looks very goth.
So
and done with the world.
With Tony's brain, he's probably like, what if she's a vampire? What if it's like a ninja versus vampire situation? That'd be so cool. What if I become like a ninja vampire? I should like, and then he just kind of cries like, would you dog be okay if I was a vampire? Would that make me less of a ninja, or would that make me more of a ninja? Questions for later. As this music starts to play, he looks over to the jocks.
All right, the jocks are basically they're all jerking each other around, seeming to be having brotherly stuff, as they do. In the crowd of them, you see a Asian kid with spiky hair off towards the back a little bit. He's in a leather jacket. He's not really dressed up like a jock.
All right.
There's a kid that you'd know named Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Who is sitting next to him.
All right.
He's a basketball player. There's Christian, who is a little bit of a taller football player with blonde hair.
Does Tony like sports? Does he hear about him? I think he'd like him just because He likes being physical.
He'd like the skill in it, maybe
Yeah.
more the skill expertise. Um, Beside him is sitting the football star, uh, Mr. Edmund. He
Huh.
is by and far he has never missed a pass. And then over on the other side is the quarterback, whose name is Jarvis. He's a much larger guy than the rest of them, which is unusual for a quarterback.
So, after scanning the bus a bit, he just kind of leans back, and as he's listening to his music, he's practicing hand signs. Jutsu.
You're trying to do a jutsu?
Yeah, he's practicing hand signs. He's not actually trying to do a jutsu in the bus.
Why didn't I give you the anime role?
I don't know.
All right, you guys drive off for a little bit before the bus doors open, and suddenly a baseball star, Mr. Homer Run, steps on into the bus.
Yeah, Homer steps onto the bus. Uh, I feel like to some extent he knows he's a baseball star, but he doesn't make a big deal about it. And just takes a seat, kind of maybe tapping his foot slightly, just thinking to himself.
All right, towards the front of the bus or where?
Slightly towards the front of the bus. Yeah.
Okay, so you just sit down in the first seat you can.
Yeah.
The bus goes on ahead and continues on for a bit. Tony, is there any way that you respond to Mr. Baseball Boy,
Do I respond to him?
or do you just continue doing your hand step?
Yeah. Baseball boy comes onto the bus.
Oh, I just like kind of nod at him, I guess. I don't know.
Small little friendly wave.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you guys give each other friendly waves, and we shall move on to Kasper, the friendly ghost.
Oh no.
All right,
Is
Connor,
his powers that he's half ghost?
My power is to wipe lipstick off of me.
drive up to the stop sign for this bus, and you see Connor standing outside with his headset on, and he has lipstick all over him.
Please get it off me.
There's just a loud kind of laugh, but before Homer goes silent.
Yeah, I just sigh loudly and step on the bus, wiping it off.
As you step into the bus, a couple of the guys are chuckling a little bit. Got yourself a girlfriend now?
Is this where I come back with something witty like, yeah, your mom?
But you can't hear.
Yeah.
Oof.
Fucking...
So wait, did you say that out loud for everyone to hear?
Yeah.
Just Tony pops his head out from the seat and he's like, "Oh!"
Yeah.
Get the name of that arsonist.
Yeah, I just shake my head to get a seat.
All right. Where do you sit? Near the front, middle, back?
Uh, Somewhere in the middle back, yeah.
In the middle, back. All right. So you're more near the football geeks who are kind of sort of jaunting and teasing at you.
Yes.
Genius. Genius.
What? I mean, picking fun at the deaf kid's always fun, right?
All right. What is your Speaking of picking on the deaf kid, what is your dodge DC?
My dodge DC is 20.
Your dodge DC is 20.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it's not the very accurate guy, you should be able to dodge that, I think. Let's see here. Let's make sure.
Yeah, I guess I should sit next to Mr. James.
Let's see if he hits you.
I get back first thing in the morning.
Exactly.
Yeah, the misses. Shit.
Yeah, you hear the back of your seat just get twatted with a piece of paper.
Just look back. Who's the idiot this time?
You look back and see a paper rolling around in the seat. And the group of kids off to the right is kind of sort of chuckling at you a little bit. It is Christian. It seemed to have came from his direction since they're the ones that are chuckling at you.
Is it like just a crumpled up piece of paper? Can I look
it's
at
just
it?
a crumpled up piece of paper. All right, you pick up the crumpled paper, go on ahead and open it up, and it has absolutely nothing on it except for, like normal scribbles. Like it looks like he was just drawing on it while he was driving down the road, but then he decided to throw it at you.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Free random scribbles, though.
Yeah. I just look back at him and smile. Really heartfelt, you know.
Dude, you have a set of fingerprints now.
I love scribbles. Fingerprints. What the fuck says that?
I like scribbles.
You want to frame one for murder? Just kind of. Yeah.
All right. Well, we continue on for a little while you were being bullied like the poor mute boy you are.
Yeah, but
Before a very prissy-looking rich girl comes into the bus.
this is how we do.
Go on ahead and make your grand introduction, Mary.
Alright. So yeah, I run my hand through my hair and I come up the bus steps and I take a look around. And I guess I don't see anybody I really know. I don't see Tatiana or Ike or anyone yet. So
Yeah, no Tatiana or Ike yet. And your Mr. Jacobs is gone, or your Mr. Man has gone to the thingamajig to look at the.
Mr. Honest is busy.
Yeah, Mr. Honest is busy.
It's
He's
alright.
on business. He's on adult man business.
I'll just, whoever happened to look at me, I'll kind of catch their eye and I'll kind of give like a little 2-finger salute and then I'll just make my way to go sit down in an empty space.
Alright, you plop down in an empty space. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Tony is like probably muttering like tiger, monkey.
Some weird shit.
9.
Alright, so that's up in the front. You managed to sit down right in between Connor and Homer.
Oh, okay. Hello,
boy.
boys.
Hey.
And I stick my duffel bag with my tennis racket and stuff in my lap. So.
You got a game or something?
Yeah, not a game, but we've got practice after school.
No. Same here, but I don't really bring the equipment.
Yeah, well, so you guys can at least get practice this when you get home, you know? She says, wishing for her tennis court at her old house. She goes, what about you? Next week, right?
Yeah. Or
And to Connor, she says, and you've got your band coming up, right? Do you have a first gig set up yet?
Still looking for pianist and stuff like that. But soon, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sure you can find someone.
Hope so. I'll be club hunting people later.
Good luck.
So wait, you play tennis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Really wouldn't take you for a tennis player.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means what it means.
Uh,
But hey, tennis is great, you know. I I mean,
What
I
were
have
you thinking? I was a horse girl or something like that? He kind of teases.
uh yes, sure. I've never even been to a tennis court, sadly.
What do you mean? You gotta come down sometime. It's pretty fun.
Where do you play?
We have a court at the school, but
Ah,
sometimes I'll go to the where I don't know. I assume there's like a. She goes she kind of starts saying something else and then she stops.
well, I'll be sure to find you there then if you actually have a game later, like today.
I don't know. When do we have a game, Destroyer?
When do you have a game?
Yeah.
I would think that the season starts a little bit later for tennis.
Later, but you always got to stay in shape.
Yeah, you always got to stay in shape. So there will be a few warm-up games with a couple of the
Mhm.
other players. First game will be in a month.
That sounds right.
As a sports person, yeah,
Yeah, always.
yeah, sure.
It's good to stay active.
Yeah, sports.
Sports good.
Sports ball.
And then there's Connor like Yep, and she just keeps chatting at the two of them,
All right,
Mhm.
you continue
trying
to
to
chat
keep
at
them
the two of
engaged.
them. Chat at the two of them for a while. When the bus stops again, doors go on ahead and swing on open, and a man in a suit begins to limp his way on in.
Yep, Elon's just gonna smile at everyone and sit down in the first available seat.
All right, so you sit right next to Homer.
Homer just kind of looks at him, looks at the scene, and is like, just kind of nods quietly, and then continues having the conversation that he was having. Idle chat.
Yep.
The totally not Squid Man.
So who's nearby?
Are you a squid? No, I'm not.
Not a squid. Who would think that?
Yeah, right. Who would think that?
So in character, do you say anything to Elon Musk, Mollusk? Or does
I just
Elon
kind
Mollusk
of
start a
acknowledge he's there, give him a nod or something, but then turn back to the conversation about sports.
Yeah, you're talking about when she's having a game.
Hmm.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna look around, see who's nearby.
All right. So besides the person who's sitting right next to you, on the other side of the bend, there is a group of two people sitting there, and they're both wearing like red jackets that are, and they're kind of sort of popped over their heads. And one of them's, playing around in his bag and pulls out like a Guy Fawkes mask. The other one's kind of sort of playing with a Communist Manifesto.
Hmm.
No, not a.
Elon's just gonna kind of lean over and say, "Hey there, mind if I ask what those red jackets are for?"
Gurgle,
they're com-
gurgle.
Warble, 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 warble.
they're community jackets from the commune.
Ah, warble, 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 warble. Tell me what the commune is like.
Well, it's like we get everything together, man, and then we like put it all in a share, and like everybody takes some, and then we pay for these jackets, and they're like really nice.
Warble, 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 warble. That's nice.
Yeah, it's like a communist paradise over there. What about you, man? You got like some sort of thing going on? You got like a Are you like Mormon?
No, I'm not.
I don't know. I've never seen anybody but a Mormon wear a suit.
Some people just like wearing suits, you know?
I guess um how much does that cost though? Like, don't you think that's like a waste? Just like buying suits?
It was a gift given to me a while back.
Now you see, that's just like privilege, man. You should be sharing that with everyone.
How do you share a singular item?
The threads. Uh, uh, Never mind. He says before kind of sort of turning himself around, and folding his shoulders over themselves.
I mean, I'm sure you could do it by just passing off between different people, but this suit is specifically made for my unique physique.
It, yeah, I guess.
It would be hard for other people to wear it.
Okay. True. I,
Day
it-
one, and you're already proving the communists wrong.
Is that not how they're always introduced?
Like, I'm trying to be friendly, but at the same time, I'm dissing them.
Well, anyway, we got like some pamphlets if you want to look through them.
Sure, I'll look through them.
Yeah, he passes you out some packets, which are all like hardcore communist propaganda.
I see, I see. This is all very interesting stuff. What got you into communism?
Well, like I saw this movie called V for Vendetta whenever I was little, and it just like really inspired me.
I see, I see. And why do you prefer communism over capitalism? Or why communism over socialism or other similar uh, forms of economy?
It's not just any communism; it's anarcho-communism, the best form. Because we don't need governments, man. We just need somebody to make sure that everybody has everything equal and enforces that.
Oh, okay. James is on the bus and just yells, "God, I love free trade" in the background.
God, I love free trade. Oh,
No, Tony says. It is the ninjas who we must love. They're heroes, not vigilantes. On an unrelated note, he says. And then he
all right. So, the bus continues on for a ways. You have your conversation with the totally confused commies that have obviously never debated before, and Homer and Mary continue to have their conversation about sports ball.
Sport ball, like
Yeah, sports
tennis.
ball. Woo, go sports. Wee. And Tony continues to defend Christian boy, or not Christian, Kelvin. Sorry. He continues to defend Kelvin boy, and you guys manage to make your way up to the schoolyard. At which point your bus passes just by a pretty fancy looking Mercedes Benz like car that's pulling into and parks right outside of the school, letting out Miss Titania.
I feel like we
I am
different each time still.
okay. Tatiana and her brother pop out of the car beside the bus while you guys are all being let out.
Uh, Homer says to May, "This was fun and all, but gotta head to practice." And then he does so.
All right, so you head towards practice. All right, and as for the rest of you guys, where are you guys going?
Um, Elon's heading towards like the PA system so he can get his script ready for the school announcements.
All right, you make your way that way. Get yourself ready. Who else?
I gotta go to my ROTC meeting.
Yeah, you got to go to ROTC.
Titania is just mulling about, just thinking of some things, random stuff, just waiting for class to start.
Okay, so you go into class and just wait for class to start. Do you not have a club?
Oh, yeah, she goes to drama. She heads over to drama club.
All right. And who else hasn't said where they're going? Connor.
The Connor?
Yeah, Connor, where would you be going first thing in the morning?
I go to my band practice.
All right, and that is with James, right?
James should probably be there.
So it's just you and James in the band so far?
So far, yeah.
Okay. All right, we will start with Tatiana. You go on over to drama class, and as you enter there, you see a man off in the back, just kind of sort of looking around, kind of confused, looking like he's searching for somebody, but isn't able to find them. Towards the front, there is the wait. Do you have any drama friends?
I wouldn't think it's Elon. Yeah, pretty sure Elon is in there. Is in drama.
Elon. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He is not there though. He is
I
not
would-
there because he went off to the PA systems for the day.
Yep,
I
just
just-
for the morning so I can do announcements.
I just head over to the man in the back and ask him what he needs help with. Oh, hello. You look confused. Who are you looking for?
Nobody right now. He says, as he looks over to you. He is wearing a very nice looking suit.
Okay. Well, why are you so confused then?
Nothing at all. Why are you being so inquisitive? Did I do something wrong?
No, I'm just curious.
Sorry if I'm acting out of the ordinary. I don't usually act out of the ordinary. I'm usually pretty normal.
Sure. Well, if you truly have nothing to do, then I suppose I can help you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out here soon. Maybe they're just sick or something.
Okay, she just goes around talking to the rest of the drama club members, wherever else is there.
Okay, I'll give you a good overview of who the rest of the drama club members are. Group of 3 young women who kind of sort of seem pretty close knit. They're all talking to each other pretty tightly. There is a young man named Dylan off on the side. He's got a puppet that he's playing with. Definitely out of the ordinary. You don't usually see puppets in drama club, but he thinks it makes it dramatic. What a loser. You also see a curly-haired lady named Kristen off and over to the right side, and she is reading through some stuff.
The man, Tatiana goes over to talk to the man with the puppet. What are you using the puppet for? She asks.
He moves the puppet around and he goes, "Well, you see, I like to use puppets to talk a little bit. It helps me get into other characters pretty well."
What kind of character are you doing now?
Well, as of right now, I'm doing the puppet voice, and I'm kind of sort of just talking through him to you. more or less. I'm not doing a character. What character would you like to see me do?
Try. I don't really know just the world's like culture. Like what would you choose? Because I don't really know what characters I would have.
You can go for anything. Basically, for the most part, the normal world happened, so any pop culture reference would make sense.
I tell him to try Romeo.
Romeo.
Yeah.
Beyond yonder window, Kate breaketh. I don't know the rest of that. I have to learn the lines from the Romeos.
Oh, have you ever? Have you not read it? You really should read it. It is an excellent story. I love it.
I most certainly have read it, but I haven't studied it. So it's one thing to know it, and another it's not one thing to read it, and another thing to memorize it.
Suppose so. Just. Well, goodbye.
All right. I'll see you later.
I head over to the woman in the thing.
Not the ones talking to each other, the curly-haired woman.
Yeah, the curly-haired woman.
All right. Her eyes are slowly scanning back and forth over the script. Wait, did I say that there's a show coming up? There is a show coming up, isn't there?
There's a show coming up, but we're still deciding what play to do.
Yeah, she's reading through a couple of the scripts, trying to figure out which show to do.
So I say there, what plays are you currently considering?
As of right now, I'm looking over The King and I.
Hmm.
You have any little inserts you'd like to do?
Of the end of King and I? King and I? In that play?
Is there any plays you'd like to recommend?
A Midsummer's Night Dream.
Midsummer's Night Dream.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
Always loved the play. I love quite a few of Shakespeare's works. He's a very good playwright.
I see. A fan of Shakespeare, huh?
Yep.
All right. I'll put it into consideration. Any more?
No, not really.
All right. I'll definitely look over it, see if it's appropriate, and then come back to you.
Then
She says, giving a very bland smile up towards you.
thank you, she says, and Titania walks away.
Of course, Titania would want to do a Midsummer Night's Dream.
She is.
Is it all about Angel?
Well, it's
Because
very.
there's a character in it called Tatiana.
Yeah.
Trying to make me memorize the name, huh?
Maybe.
What works for. Anyway, Tatiana then tries to go over to talk to the group of women.
They seem to make a little bit of room for you, and they go, "Oh, hey, how's it going? Your name's Tatiana, right?"
Yep. And who are you?
My name's Triss. This is Gladys, and that over there's Veronica.
Well, what are you currently discussing?
Oh, we're just going over basically like tips for how to like clear your throat and make yourself sound different.
That is some good idea, good topic to talk about. We always need to be able to do that as an actor. Otherwise, we're kind of just, well, we can't really act.
Yes, I think so. Anyways, so it's just like a little bit of a clearing process. What about you? Do you have any cleanse that you like to do?
Not. Hello, I am the deep dark grimoire or goblin. I don't know. That.
Oh no, the goblin! Save me!
Oh god, no, stop.
Yeah, she acts all dramatic and like covers her face.
The shining knight then rides in and shining armor and says, "Fair maiden, I will save you."
Oh, thank you, handsome knight.
The knight then defeats the goblin in an unparalleled skill of swordsmanship.
So brave and handsome.
This is a mockery.
This is a mockery.
You're also banned from drama club.
I have never been in drama club. This is not my best. This is not my best fit.
Oh, fair maiden, will you, will you marry me after excuse you of the goblin?
I beseech thee, O knight, I cannot be betrothed to you, for I am already betrothed to another.
Betrayal of the deepest, darkest betrayal. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, this is great.
I shall win you back, fair maiden. I shall defeat this betrothed. What's his name?
Like how you basically said, "I will kill your husband."
No, no, knight thee of silver, thou cannot slay Sir Galahad.
I would not say Sir Galahad. I shall defeat him in a nice joust. For your heart.
Oh, no, no, my poor Sir Galahad, my silver knight, whatever shall I do? She feigns fainting.
Regicide.
Regicide.
Then I'm guessing that's the end of it.
What was that?
And that's the end of the maiden as faint. This is a fair maiden as sainted.
She just gives a little bit of a chuckle and says, "Thank you." Improv always helps a little bit.
Then I think that's all I can do. But then
Improv, that was A grade.
Improv was A grade. 10 out of 10, we can't be uncomfortable with each other now.
Having a perfect squirrel, you're banned from drama club.
Maybe I should read some plays or something for next time. I don't know. Or shall we keep on
Don't worry,
going with this
Schreier, I'll
improv?
give you crash course.
Thank you. I've never done a drama club type thing, and it's not as easy to do as like most of the other clubs.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you, Tatiana. That was actually fun.
You were perfect, my friend. You were perfect. Don't even worry about it.
I was just saying that was fun.
now let's wait for the next installment of The Fair Maiden and the Knight in tomorrow.
Aye. This shall be an episodic thing now. It is our episodic series.
Just me and her practice every day.
The joke is that each time the princess is betrothed to a new person.
Yes.
But never is...
The other knights are just faster.
Yeah.
They vanquish the beast first, and you always get there second and vanquish the next beast. She's like, no, I'm already betrothed. Sorry, you're too late.
Thank you for listening to Bastion, the last Citadel. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you're informed when future episodes air. You could also follow us on our Twitter page at Bastion Citadel. That's BastionCitadel. Links in the description below, and as always, thanks for listening.